Okay, so what do we need to do? We have our input here, which is just hello. Okay, let's run our M program first. M.cpp output M. Okay, so we compile it first. Now let's run it, sudo M, and we will redirect input.txt to the output, to the M output file.txt. Okay, let's see what we got here. Oh, I just misspelled sudo, huh? Okay, let's see. Okay, so we got hello world. All right, so now let's run our R program. What does our program do? Okay, so we compile it first, and now we run it, R, and we get M output, M output. Okay, I'm gonna get it right eventually, and we get our output. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we get hello world. All right, so now what we want to do is we want to write our C program, and let me just include the standard library here. I don't have that memorized. We're gonna write return our C program. With the help of the pipe, we're gonna get exactly the same output as the R program by executing M and R within C program. Okay, and let's look at the steps, and while following the steps, I'm gonna try to connect the ends so we can count the pointers to the pipe, because in the end of the program we need to end up with one pointer to each end of the pipe, like right here. It should be 1 and 1. Okay. Okay, let's do the first step. First step is we just declare the pipe. We called it MR, and it has 2 integers, so array of 2. It has right end of the pipe is 1. It has read end of the pipe, which is 0. Okay. If we need to check if the pipe was created correctly, so pipe is our syscall to create a pipe, and we just put the name of the pipe here, and we check if it's -1, then we give an arrow, okay, and we return 1. Then let's go to our second step, and let me connect. I'll be just using what color? Pink. Okay. M goes to here. Okay. And R goes to here. Okay. It doesn't matter. We're just pointing. Okay. So the second step is we creating here a fork. We got PID T. We will call it MPID because we will be executing our M program in here. And we just say fork, fork. Okay, and we just need to check if the fork was created correctly, and we do that MPID the same way as we did with the pipe. PID equals -1. And if it does, we just give the standard arrow, just copy that, okay. We do serial checking, so this will be faster. Okay, and if it's not, we create it. Let's just connect our pointers, right? So this goes here, and this one goes here. We haven't deleted any pointers yet. Okay, so now we need to go to the child. So how do we go to the child? We just say M, PID equals to 0 because child returns 0 and the parent returns PID number. So when we say equals 0, we know that we are in a child. Okay, and we have our steps A, C, D, E. Okay, and A for C, close the end of the pipe that we don't need. Okay, so let's see, we use close system call, and what end do we not need? Well, let's look at our pipe, and we are on the left side, we are in an M program, and we're trying to connect to the right end of the pipe, so we can close the read end. Okay, then B for D is our dup2, and let's close. Okay, I'll do the steps and then I'll close it. Then I draw the pointers. Redirect. Okay, so what are we redirecting? We're using dup2, and we just do the opposite side, right? We closed read, so now we're redirecting standard output, std output, to file number to our right end of the pipe, and E for execute. C, E, execute. Okay, and how do we execute? We just use execl system call. We have which is a path to our program. It's all in the same file. The name of the program, and then the last one is jar star load. Okay, pointer. All right, so we did the steps, and now let's draw. We closing the read end of the pipe. Okay, closing. Now we duplicating. We send in the standard output to the right end of the pipe. Okay, and we executing our M program. Okay, we're done here. Now we can go to else. Okay, let's go to else. Let's go to our R program. Okay, so what is our first step is we need to PIDT, we need to create a fork to execute our R, and call it RPID. Let's equals fork. Okay, now we need to check if it was created successfully. If RPID equals -1. Okay, I think I have it copied here. We give an arrow and return 1. Okay. Then we need to go to our child. And how do we go to the child? We just say if our PID equals 0, because what child returns 0 and the parent returns PID number. Here are our steps here. Okay, let's just connect the ends of the pipe. After we created the fork, we just say that this one goes to read and this one goes to write. Okay, I don't know if you can see, but there are a lot of pointers to the right end of the pipe right now, which is a little bit suspicious. Okay, so let's go to our child. We in child. Okay. Let's do our steps. C, D, E. Okay. We do A for C. Close, and I'll just copy it here so we do faster. Okay, like this. We close the end that we don't need. Which end would it be? So we can see that we're working with the right end of the pipe, so we can close the. We're working with the read end of the pipe, so we close in the right end of the pipe. So we pretty much just doing the opposite here. Redirect as read. So instead of output, we do the input, and now we executing our program. Okay, and let me connect the ends of the pipe. Okay, so we closing the right end. Okay, let's close the right end. This one. Then we duplicating and sending standard input to the read end. Okay, send it to the, okay, and then we executing. Okay, so we are all done, and now we are ready to go back to our parent, and we have a few steps here, right here. Okay, so we need to close both ends, of the pipe. Okay, so we do close system call, and then pipe mr. Let's do read first, and then close pipe mr. Let's do the write first, and then we wait for children. Wait for children. Okay, and wait PID, that being system call. And how do we execute PID? And then, so this is the first argument. I'm going to say no PTR and 0. And then wait PID R PID no PTR and 0. Okay, and let me see how did it impact our pipe. So we just closed this end, we closed this end. All right, let's see if our program is going to compile. Let's go to terminal. See what happened? LD return 1 exit status. Return 0. Undefined reference to main. Return 0. That's right there. Function start. Well, do you have something wrong with brackets? If we go to if else, if else, you know what, I know I forgot to save it. RPAD, so what does it not like? RPAD 35. Okay, just one. So this should be fine. Okay, and now we're ready to see. We just take an input txt, and we give see output, right? Hello world. All right, so it worked, but if we look at our pipe here, we have way too many pointers. So we have 1 and 2, 1 and 2. If I delete all this that we already crossed, so we can just see which sides of the end we forgot to close and when did we forget to close it. So we need to end up with only one pointer to each side. Otherwise, our program can just wait forever for the input. If you'll be waiting for the second input, you might never execute. So let's just see where we can close the end. So I think it's safe to say that we should check our kids here. So we close in the right end here. Well, one would think that we should close right here. We can close the read end here, but the execute system call, if it's executed correctly, then we're never going to return to this part, and this part is never going to execute, and we can just do like this, return -1 and give an error. So error. Okay, so then we can close this side. We can close it after the duplication. Okay, close. So steps C, D, C, E, close A, B, C, C, A, B, C, D. Well, now it's a little bit confusing. So we're gonna have C, D, C, E, okay? So we'll close the read end. After we redirected the input to the read end, we can close the read end because we don't need it anymore. And let's look at we don't need this end anymore, right? That kind of makes sense. So now let's look here, and we can close A, B, C. So C, well, at least C is for close. Okay, close other side, and we can close using the close system call, just the other side, right end, right? So after we redirected, we no longer need this side. Okay, A, B, C, D. So we have an extra step here. C, D, C, E, C, D, C, E. Okay, well, that works. All right, let's try to compile our program. Okay, it compiled, and let's see if we get the correct output. Okay, and let's check our output. We still get hello world. Okay, well, we did a good job, and let's look at the picture. We can see the flow here. Okay, from M to R through our forks. Okay, good job, everyone.